All right, Andrew.
The touchdown you scored on, was that you and Ryan both had, was that the same play that each of you guys ran when you both had your touchdowns?
Yeah, it was the same exact play. We just ran it out of a different formation, and we ended up motioning to it, I guess, to kind of disguise what we were doing, and just, motioning helps, tell what type of defense, man zone, whatnot. And so it was the same play, and, our offense blocked it up perfectly both times. And, when you get it to the two guys who have, I guess, run after the catchability, they can get us into space, and good things tend to happen.
Seems like that speed would be something you guys could utilize more in the middle of the field. A lot of the passing game is horizontal. Would you like to see it more vertical?
Yeah, all the receivers, we have this thing we call the trap house or whatever, and so we just always joke around about saying, "Coach, throw it in the trap house, throw it up." And for the most part, we've had a lot of plays being made with Mac and his touchdown catch, and the catches he's had previously, Moonshot and Bug, everybody. We sometimes, at first we felt like it was we didn't have as much time to throw deep ball. But, with the offensive line success and them really stepping up in the way they played this past game, we've shown that, we have a new dimension to the offense that we could possibly tend to start utilizing more.
PJ, with the struggles the defense is having right now, as an offense, do you feel like every time you go out there you have to score, and what type of pressure does that put on you guys?
As the offense we have, our mindset, regardless of what the defense does, is to score. Because just like you said, you never know what's going to happen on the defensive side of the ball, so we just aim to control what we can control. Sometimes we kind of feel like there's a lot of pressure on us to make sure that we sustain drives, keep them off the field so they can rest and put points on the board. But in the same token, we've, for the past few games, except for maybe the ECU game, we started slow on offense. And it kind of was, the same thing for them. And they could, we didn't help them out with 3 and outs and put them right back on the field. And had we sustained some drives, kept them off the field, there may have not been as many big plays given up. And so I think it's a two-way street, and we just got to kind of lean on each other.
You kind of encourage the defense too, because you want them to do well and everything, and I know they're struggling, and you kind of encourage them, let them know, hey, we're behind you, we know you can get this right, that sort of thing?
Yeah, definitely. For us, like I said, it's a two-way street, and everything is not always going to be perfect, but the more, if we were to come back as an offense, blame them for whatever, it's not going to help. It's going to, we have guys turn on each other, and it just causes more of an issue. So we definitely, as an offense, we like to, kind of try to keep the defense up, because it's always small things. When we look on film, defensively and offensively, it's, a blown assignment here. Then had we not blown that assignment, we're in all of these games, and some of them we're winning them, And so we just, we just got to pay attention to the small things and make sure that, when things do happen, that we don't turn on each other. Because Coach Fedor always says, adversity is going to hit. We don't know when it's going to hit, but when it does, we got to pull together closer and choke it out and make sure that we, bounce back stronger. And so, like you were saying, if we, turn on them or, don't encourage them, then I guess more big plays will probably end up happening.
Marquise had negative passing yardage about the midway point of the second quarter through his first 10 attempts, but then threw for, 345 after that. Coach said his demeanor doesn't change. You notice that he's the same guy when things aren't going well as opposed to when things are going well?
I can't say he's the same guy because, it's different. When things are going well, you're always higher. You're always, more pumped up, you're always more hyped up. But the thing I will say about Marquise is when things aren't going his way, he doesn't get worse. He's always looking for the positive. He's my bad, I missed you on so-and-so throw, or, if y'all could just help me out, this is what I see, what do y'all see, things like that. He's always looking to get better. Because, I would be lying if I said, he's happy or he's still happy-go-lucky when things aren't going his way. But like I said, he never gets worse. He doesn't fret. You know, he's always ready to go back out there and just get better every drive. And regardless, you know, some of the stuff that was happening, it wasn't all his fault. We looked on film and there were receivers that were getting jammed up. There were guys who were blocking downfield when we're running pass plays. Little things that we could do as an offense to help him out. And so, like I said, it's not fair to him that he would have to sit and take all the credit for, you know, some of the miscues that we had. But all in all, he's definitely become a lot strong-minded than in the past, and he's been able to become more comfortable as we continue to go through the season.
Were you on the field when you had the safety?
No, I wasn't. I was on the sidelines watching it, and I was trying to scream to him, you know, just run. Like, get out the pocket, throw it away, whatever you got to do, just don't take safety. But one of the good things about the safety that we took from the safety was the amount of time he had.
Yeah.
I mean, because he sat back there forever, especially with the pass rush that they have at Clemson, you know, with Vic Beasley and a lot of other guys, Shaq Lawson. For him to be able to sit back there for that long and go, you know, scan the field as long as he did, speaks volumes for our offensive line and how far they've come. But, you know, little things like that, you know, that'll come with more experience, you know, to get out, throw the ball away and things like that.
Ultimately, that play was because of the coverage, right?
For the most part, yeah. We had guys that people just weren't open, you know, and you can credit their defensive backs for that. But, you know, things like, you know, not running routes completely. Instead of just checking the first hole and stopping them, like in a window, like a crossing route, continue to run across the field, you know, get into his vision or things like that, keep working to get open. And we found a lot of guys in that play just were standing and watching to see if Queese was going to take off and run. And so I think there's a lot of different factors on that play that, you know, ended up with the result of the safety.
DJ, you know, you were talking about adversity earlier. You're in the midst of a 2-game losing streak right now. So what is it that you guys are talking about here so that you won't go through what you went through the beginning of last year?
It's one of those things where we just gotta, whatever we gotta do to our motto last year was give one more inch. And we just gotta find that one more inch, because I mean, looking on film, we're close, we're right there. You know, as many points as they scored, you know, we're still only down 2 scores. And had we not thrown an interception on the, you know, near the end of the game, we're in a position where we score, kick an onside, get the ball back, and possibly score again, you know. And that's the thing. And beyond that, penalties. A lot of the stuff we do are self-inflicted. And I feel like I said, if we attention to detail, pay more attention, and focus and lock in on the things we have to do, which kind of speaks to our, you know, us being a young team. We use that sometimes as a crutch, I think, but I feel like, you know, when we're on the field, we just need to make plays and do what we're coached to do. And when we don't do that, that's the results we get. So until we decide as a unit, not just one person, not just me or whoever, that we're going to take the time and the focus to do the small things that we're coached to do, we're going to continue to have the same outcome.
Virginia Tech, known for their defense and everything, so you're pretty confident that against a good defensive team that you all can put up 35 or 41 points against that stout defense?
Yeah, I think so. We have a lot of weapons on offense. We have 4 different running backs that we can put on the field who, as you can see, on any given night have, you know, anybody can go for it and produce for us. We have a rotation of about 6 or 7 receivers that we all have confidence in each other and that we can roll in and out the game that can give us production. And then we have 2 quarterbacks who come in and also give us good production. So with that being said, you know, we've proven against a good defense in ECU, a really good defense, one of the top D-lines, everything, in Clemson, playing in a hostile environment, that we can put points on the board. And I think that playing them also out here in Thorpe is one of the pluses for us, because, you know, we don't have to worry about the noise level and this, that, and third, you know, and it kind of plays to our advantage. So I think that as long as we do what we're coached to do, which is probably our main focus this week, I would think we should have no problem.
Your touchdown came right after you guys forced a turnover, right?
Yes, sir.
You guys have been pretty successful at scoring after getting turnovers. You got 2 defensive touchdowns, but the offense, you guys have scored almost every time after getting a turnover. Is that a mindset, or is it just something that just actually just happens through the course of the game?
I think it's a little bit of both. You know, we have momentum. After interception, everybody's jacked up in momentum, and also good field position. And I think also a result of the interception or momentum or any type of turnover, the other team, you know, they're sitting on the bench, relaxed, trying to, you know, get their feet back under them, and you know, having to just up and get on the field, you know, in the nick of time. It's just like one of those things where you're not always mentally prepared. And I think that is one of the things that our tempo and the preparation that we have in practice is good, because we practice situations like that all the time. And then we even do it in the walkthroughs, mock games, everything. And so I think, like I said, we feed off each other, offense and defense. And so that's one of those things where you see when the defense is doing well, the offense is doing well. And whenever the offense is doing well, you see the defense come out and get stops. And we can't tend to feed off each other. But our thing is when things aren't happening like that, or we give up field goals, touchdowns, 3 and outs, we have to find ways to make sure that we're still making those same plays and doing those same things, regardless of just turnovers.
All right, we'll get Ethan in here. Thank you, TJ.
Thanks, DJ.